Okay, let's talk about The Convert. Uh, The Convert. It's a story set in the 1830s in a British settlement, and there is a war between Maori tribes. This is in New Zealand, of course, and a preacher gets caught up in this bloody war. The preacher is Thomas Monroe, played by Guy Pearce, and I will say that a lot of the Maori actors look very authentic to these tribes, and you get a bloody war, and they introduce, unfortunately, for the residents, muskets, and muskets turn the tide of the war. Whoever has the muskets will win. Uh, the priest ends up becoming friends, has a friendship with one of the natives, played by Tiori Intahi Melbourne. Her character's name is Ranji Mai, and they're trying to bring peace, but crazy as it sounds, these weapons of war do not bring peace. It culminates in a bloody battle in the third act, and I won't say what happens, but the weapons only complicate things. This is a historical drama based on real history. And I'll say this: it just seemed a little too modern day invoked in to this film, which kind of threw me off a lot. Like that sort of bugged me a little bit. The way that Guy Pearce's character acts, he seems just way too progressive for a priest in the 1800s. And so it felt like, what is this? And then the relationship he has with this young woman who he befriends just seems so off. I just didn't buy it. So, and I felt like it seems like a movie that was commissioned by the New Zealand Film Council to tell a piece of of New Zealand history with the native, the indigenous people and the colonial colonials, right? The settlers, the colonists, all that. Like there is like this scene with I can't say it, but it's basically they come to some agreement with the colonizers, which just lays the message out. This is at the end of the film. It just speaks the theme of the movie, which lost me. So it was like, all right, it's slow moving, slow build, big battles. Oh, I'm interested. And then here's the message of the film. See it? We're saying the message of the movie right now about the colonizers, which ruined it. I can't recommend this movie. It's too on the nose. It feels like there was an agenda at play, and can't recommend it. Really. I mean, it was like, I like a little, oh, here's a piece of history in a part of the world I didn't know much about. And I just wasn't, I don't know. I wanted to like it. I love Guy Pearce. He's great. The Maori, the indigenous actors are good, very good. But the on the nose messaging lost me. So I can't recommend The Convert.
So don't fight wars with guns. That's
exactly. So this is I give it a 3 or a 4 out of 10. I just don't like where it's like the financing again dictating the message. And it's the final scene in the movie where that they just overtly say out loud what the whole point of this is. And I think that's bad writing.
Well, I got to ask you. So, how is Guy Pearce? He seems to be
he's very good.
Well, he seems to be going down the indie film route. I think he's says, my big studio films are behind me, and he's really going out and supporting indie films.
Right.
So you're saying he's good?
He's good. He's always good. He's always good.